Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the bandwagon again with Narmanoy. First of all, we'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year. And we're going to start off New Year with, bye.
Never knows.
I'll do a little song now called As Green Leaves Turn Gold. Another short hour, we'll wait for the tide. And the troop ships will take me away from your side. It hurts me to leave you, for I'll miss you so. There's a cruel war raging, and I'm called to go. As we sit on the park bench, I gazed at the sky and watched as the fall clouds go scurrying by. I see the big maple as they sway to and fro in their beautiful splendor as the green leaves turn gold. I ponder my future with you by my side, for the love I have for you no words can describe. So sadly I'll leave you, for I'll miss you so. And when it's all over, I'll come back, you know. Now the convoy is ready, and the ships are to go, to take us to Europe, to where we don't know. We'll fight for our country and the ones we love so. For we love our own land where the green leaves turn gold. Well, the time passes slowly, the war rages on. The fighting continues today, night and dawn. To see my own comrades to their wonders delight is all their on earth as we try to survive. As I lay in the trenches and write to my love, put an end to this war, pray to God up above to get me home safely and start a new life. And you as my sweetheart to be my dear wife. With our backs to the ocean, the fighting was rough. For God only knows we have suffered enough. The shell did explode and the shrapnel did fly. On the beaches of Dunkirk, I lost both my eyes. The small boats of Britain, they took us from there to old Mother England for hospital care. Then off to my homeland, to my beautiful blonde. She had heard my misfortune, my wife, she was gone. Now the days are so lonely, and I'm a sad man. As I walk through the park with the cane in my hand, the wind through the trees so softly blows. But now I can't see them, the green leaves turn gold. But now I can't see them, the green leaves turn gold. Oh, it's a good time. Thank you. We got John Moor with us now, and John is going to do a song called Heartaches of a Drinker. This is a song that he made up himself. And this song is going to be requested to Jane Cooper, celebrating her 75th birthday on Friday, January the 13th. Greetings from family and friend. Happy birthday, Mrs. Cooper.
Tonight I'm looking at the bottle
troubles I have faced. You were always with me on my mind. We're growing older with the years low. Our past is just a memory. So I'll say goodbye to my drinking. We'll live happily together, whiskey free. We'll live happily together, whiskey free.
So we got the Junior Strickland and the Jeff Banfield with us now. They're going to do a song called Good-Hearted Woman.
A long time forgotten dreams just fell away. And the good life promised ain't what she's living today. But she never complained about the bad times or the bad things he's done. She just talked about the good times they had and all the good times to come. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time man. She loves him in spite of those wicked ways that she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. She's a good-hearted woman loving a good time man. Now he likes the bright lights and nightlife and a good time and friends. When the party's all over, she welcomes him back home again. Lord, she don't understand him, but she does the best that she can. She's a good-hearted woman loving a good time and man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. She loves him in spite of those wicked ways that she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. She's a good-hearted woman loving a good time and man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. She loves him in spite of those wicked ways that she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. She's a good-hearted woman loving a good time and man. She's a good-hearted woman loving a good time and man.
So we got some greetings now going up to different people. We got birthday greetings going up to Harriet Strickland on the point on January the 15th. Don't know who it was, Harriet, but happy birthday to you anyway from family and friends. Grace Green celebrated her birthday January 3rd from Mom, Dad, and Sister Rhonda. Lewis England was celebrated his birthday on January the 7th. Greetings from Shirley, Ron, Grace, and Rhonda. Newman Ingram celebrated his birthday on the 2nd of January, same day as mine. Greetings from Shirley, Ron, Grace, and Rhonda. Angela McDonald celebrated her 10th birthday on January the 8th. Greetings from Mom, Dad, and 3 sisters, Janet, Jody, and Christine. Special greetings from Valerie in Amherst, Nova Scotia. Happy birthday to all of us. We got El Briggett for us now, and El, we're going to do a little tune on the accordion called Me Mother Won't Let Me Marry. So we got Jocelyn Anderson with us now, and Jocelyn's going to do a song called Love at 11.
Saved up my money, buy a big heart full of candy for Valentine's Day. And proudly I marched to his front door and rang the heart I was giving away. He opened the door and his mouth couldn't speak, but I saw the love in his eyes. I could tell as I silently handed my heart to him, this was his greatest surprise.
So we got Percy Turber with us now, and Percy's going to do a song called Tight Fitting Jeans.
She tried to hide by the faded denim clothes she wore, but I knew she'd never been inside a bar before. And I felt like a peasant who just had been a queen. Then she knew I saw right through her tight-fitting jeans. I asked her, what's a woman like you doing here? I see you used to champagne, but I'll buy you a beer. She said, you got me figured out, but I'm not what I seem. And for a dance I'll tell you about these tight-fitting jeans. She said, I'm married money, I'm used to wearing pearls, but I've always dreamed of being just a good old boy's girl. So tonight I left those crystal shell lights to live a dream. And partner, there's a tiger in these tight-fitting jeans. We've danced every dance, and Lord, the beer that we went through. I'm satisfied I did my best to make her dream come true. As she played out her fantasy before my eyes, it seems a cowgirl came alive inside those typing jeans. Well, now she's back in her world, and I'm still stuck in mine. But I know she'll always remember the time a cowboy once had a millionaire's dream. And Lord, I love that lady wearing tight-fitting jeans. And Lord, I love that lady wearing tight-fitting jeans.
So we got Harvey Anderson with us now. Now we're going to do a song called The Calling Out to Sea, and he wants to request this song to all the people over at the hospital.
Sitting round the campfire, watch the sailing ships go by. I wish I was a sailor, I don't have the reasons why. My daddy was a fisherman, oh how he braved the waves and fought against the winter winds on many a snowy day. Across the bay, the wind so strong from the northeast blew. Many a fishing boat's been lost along with all their crew. You think I'd change my mind and stay away from the raging sea, but it's part of my daddy, it'll be a part of me. I may never be a sailor, but deep down in my bones, the rolling waves keep calling me, my mind won't let me go. I'll stay on shore, make a living for my kids, my wife, and me. But no matter where I'm working, I'll be living by the sea. To sit around the campfire, watch the ships off from the land, and I'll be proud of the fishing boats on the shores of Newfoundland. I'll sit around the campfire, watch the ships off from the land, and I'll be proud of the fishing boats on the shores of Newfoundland.
Hibbert Anderson with us now. Hibbert's going to do a song called Digging Up Bones.
Last night I dug your picture out from our old shirt drawer. I set it on the table, I talked you into a phone. I read some more love letters right up till break of dawn. At night I'm sitting home, digging up bones. Then I went through the jewelry and I found my wedding ring. I put mine on my finger and I gave yours a fling. Across this lonely bedroom, my furries and broken home. At night I'm sitting home, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones, I'm digging up bones. Some of the things that's better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of love that stayed in gone. At night I'm sitting home, digging up bones. And I went through the closet and I found some things there, like that pretty negligee I bought you to wear. I recall
We got Henry Young with us now, and Henry's going to do a song called Benny the Bum.
If a man staggers by and he gives you the high and he calls you his very best chum, if he hands you a line and begs for a dime, then you've just met old Benny the Bum. Oh, Benny the Bum, you can't afford rum and you haven't got no place to go, so you spend your time with a bottle of wine and a flop of way down on Skid Row. From where do you hail? Maybe just out of jail. And what new strange lands have you seen? Your clothes are all tired from a railroad boxcar, and your blue motor ties now green. Oh, Benny the Bum, why should you be glum with your brand new pair of shoes all aglow? One shoe is black, the other one's brown. You're installed living down on Skid Row. Oh, Benny the Bum, you can't afford rum, and you haven't got no place to go, so you'll spend your time with a bottle of wine and a flop of way down on Skid Row. Out top on the street, he's about 7 feet, and he just won't leave Benny alone, 'cause he thinks it's fun to see Benny run and his wine bottle crash on the stone. But who'd ever dream that Benny was seen by the girl of his dreams long ago? And God better come to leave Benny the Bum to let the memory down on Skid Row.
We got Biddy Anderson with us now. Biddy's going to do Mary Off the Wall Moor.
It was on one cold winter's night when the winds blew across the wild moor, as poor Mary came wandering home with her child, as she came to her own father's door. Oh, Father, dear Father, she cried, please come down here and open the door, for the child in my arms will perish and die by the winds that blow across the wild moor. Oh, why did I leave this here spot where I once was so happy and free? I am now doomed to ruins without friends or a home, and no one to take pity on me. But her father was deaf to her cry. Not a sound from her voice did he hear. So the watchdogs did howl, and the village fell cold as the winds blew across the wild moor. Oh, how the old man must have felt when he came to the door the next morn, and he found Mary dead, but the child still alive, held close in his dead mother's arms. In anguish he tore did fall. When he saw how last night she had perished and died by the winds that blows across the wild moor. In grief the old man passed away, and the child in his motherless room, and no one, did they say, has been there till that day, and the cottage has gone on to ruins. But the villagers point at the fair spot where the willows hang over the door, saying where Mary died. Once again Willie cried, and the winds blew across the wild moor, and the winds blew across the wild moor.
Back again. I got some more requests now to give out. We got a birthday greeting going out to Bill McDonald, who celebrated his birthday on the 9th of January. Greetings from his wife Frances and from family. Birthday greetings are going out to Eva Ricketts, who celebrated her birthday on the 12th of January. Greetings come from godchild Angela. And we got a birthday greeting going out to Robert Sims, who will be 36. Same age boy, I know that. The 20th of January, and that's requested by Gloria, Timmy, and Dean. Happy birthday, Robert. Anniversary greeting going to Aunt Ruth and Uncle Bert from Timmy and Dean on the 21st of January. We've got Frances Young with us now, and Frances is going to do a song called In the Ghetto.
As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morn, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cries, 'cause if there's one thing that she don't need is another little hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. People, can't you understand? A child needs a helping hand, or he'll grow to be a hangry young man someday. Take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Or will we simply turn our heads and look the other way while the world turns? And a hungry little boy with a runny nose plays in the street as the cold wind blows in the ghetto. In the ghetto. And his hunger burns, so he starts to roam the streets by night. He learns how to steal and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. In the ghetto. Then one night, in desperation, this young man breaks away. He buys a gun and he steals a car and he tries to run, but he don't get far. And his mama cries, and the crowd gathers round an angry young man face down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto. In the ghetto. And this young man dies on a cold and gray Chicago morn. Another little baby child is born in the ghetto. In the ghetto. And his mama cries.
We got Junior and Jeff with us now. They're going to do a song called Folsom Prison Blues.
I hear the train coming, it's going around the bend. I hear them singing the sunshine dance. I know when will I escape from the prison.
We got the elf back with us now. The elf is going to do another little tune on the accordion for us. Some of us now, and she's going to do a song called Sweetheart Free Ploy.
I've been a bartender, sweetheart, for almost a year. I left my home to attend evening prayer. As I passed the corner, a tavern came in view, so I went inside for a minute or two. As I walked in the door, it was near closing time, so I sat in the corner and ordered wine. The bartender came and he stood by me there. He said, "Do you mind if I pull out a chair?" He said, "What's a woman like you doing here? This is no place for a lady so fair." I told him my husband was making me blue. Drinking and gambling was the only life he knew. He said, "I could make you so happy, my dear. You've had lots of money and pretty clothes to wear. Now I've been his sweetheart for quite a long time. I've seen him do nothing but drink whiskey and wine. This life that I'm living is lonely and blue. These words that I'm telling to you now are true. Two of these men, they both were the same, as you heard in the story that I was to blame. Now all you young ladies, wherever you are, don't fall for a man that you meet at a bar. Just take my advice, and if you are smart, you won't ever become a bartender's sweetheart."
Jan back with us again now, and John is going to do a song called The Young Fisherwoman.
All the boats were all set to depart. All the crews prepared nets for their journey. One last kiss from sweethearts and wives, but we're left standing there by the sea. One young wife with tears in her eyes, she had only a short time been wed, for the thought of his waiting return, of her husband, the fisherman then. She watched the small boats to set sail, just a speck
the distant horizon, and she turned a weary foot home. But she knew that the night would soon come, but how empty the village would be, how lonely a fisherman's life, for this wasn't its first trip to sea, since she moved to the village's wife. Long days had now passed since they gone. It was time to return to harbor. All the women and children were there, with laughter and hearts all aglow. Then came a cry of delight from the coast. Small white sails had been seen. They were welcoming them as they neared. Then came a cry of despair from the side of the boats they had yearned. They all knew that 15 had lived, but only 14 had returned. Poor Grace, so torn, could not speak. Was Ned's boat that could not be found? Others tread sad to their homes, while Grace knelt there on the ground. The story was told of the wind. In the storm, how one boat was swept, how the men were all lost in the night. Then the old valley silently wept. The story was told all for years, how the young fisherwoman did cry as she waits for the boat to come in. She stayed by the lonely seaside.
We got Edward back with us now, and he's going to do a song he wrote himself. It's called Sensation of Love.
Oh, I was living such a bold life, hoping someday it would turn out right. Walking around in this little town, nothing to do, just to feel alive. Until she came along and lifted me up, her pretty blue eyes and the way that she smiles, everything about her and the way she looks, gives me a sensation of love. Now I was beginning to play the game straight. When she was in trouble, I was never too late. When she needed someone, I was always there. Just let her know someone really cared. Can you imagine the sun setting down, two lovers on a park bench and no one else around, the two of them side by side, laughing and kissing and feeling just right. She's like an angel from heaven, she's everything to me. Her long blonde hair and her tranquility gives me this feeling deep inside to ask that woman to be my bride. So I proposed to her loudly. She kindly accepted, said I'll marry you. I was so happy, I jumped with glee. She gave me a kiss and in her eyes could see. She's like an angel from heaven, she's everything to me. Her long blonde hair and her tranquility gives me this feeling deep inside. Now that woman, she's my bride. Now that woman, she's my bride.
Edward and I back with us now. They're going to do a song called Wonderful Tonight.
It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her makeup and brushes her long blonde hair. And then she asks me, do I look alright? And I say yes, you look wonderful tonight. We go to a party and everyone turns to see this beautiful lady walking around with me. And then she asks me, do you feel alright? And I say yes, I feel wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful because I see the love light in your eyes. And the wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I love you. It's time to go home now, and I've got an aching head. So I give her the car keys. She held me to bed. And then I tell her, as I turn out the light, I say, my darling, you were wonderful tonight. Oh yes, my darling, you were wonderful tonight.
And we got birthday greetings now going up to Cecil Buckland, who was 72 years old on the 12th of January. Greetings from 3 great-grandchildren, 6 grandchildren, and 3 children. Happy birthday. We got Betty back with us again now. Betty's going to do a song called A Coat of Many Colors.
Back through the years, I go wandering once again. Back through the seasons of my youth, I recall a box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put those rags to use. There were rags of many colors, and every piece was small, and I didn't have a coat, and it was way down in the fall. Mama sewed the rags together, she sewed every piece with love. She made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of. As she sewed, she told a story from the Bible she had read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, perhaps this coat will bring you good luck and happiness. And I just couldn't wait to wear it, and Mama blessed it with a kiss. My coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from rags, but I wore it so proudly. Although we had no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors that my mama made for me. Well, with patches on my breeches and holes in both my shoes, in my coat of many colors, I hurried off to school, just to find the others laughing and for me. They didn't understand it, and I tried to make them see. One is only poor, only if he chose to be. And I told him of the story Mama told me while she sewed, and how my coat of many colors was worth more than all their clothes. My coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from rags, but I wore it so proudly. Although we had no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made just for me.
Oh, well, I guess all good things got come to an end, boy.
I would say.
So we ended up
Yeah,
leaving.
you
We got an arm line back here, you know. We're going to end up at Old Mullins Hill. This is a sign that tells you just like the way it used to be when we were young fellas, don't we?
I used to do something, yeah.
They do all of it.
Huh? Oh, well.
It's been 20 odd years since I was a kid, though it seems like it was just yesterday. When I think back on the things that we did, I can still hear the laughter as we used to play. Well, the boys and the girls, we'd all go swimming. We had our own way of getting our thrill. But the boys were not men and the girls were not women, so we go in naked back at Old Mullins Hill. Thank God for the memories they bring us such joy. Reminds me of days when I was a boy. We laughed and we played till we had our fill, and we swimming had fun back at Old Mullins Hill. Sometimes we'd play hooky and the boys would go fishing, catfish and shiners at the old fishing hole. Land us the big ones, we'd all be wishing, with a safety pin hook and an old bamboo pole. On our way home, we'd take the shortcut down through the orchard past Charlie the Bull. He'd always come running, but he'd never catch us, and we'd eat green apples until we were full. Thank God for the memories, they bring us such joy. Reminds me of days when I was a boy. We laughed and we played till we had our fill, and we swimming had fun back at Old Mullins Hill. Like cowboys and Indians, we tracked down each other, an old mate bow and arrow and a Roy Rogers gun. My posse was me, my dog and my brothers, the outlaws and rough